Hello and welcome to Bargain and Subscription Gaming. My name is Rich. We're playing a little more of the Outer Worlds, Spacer's Choice Edition, doing the Murder on Eridanos DLC. Let me put our thing up in the corner here and look at our log. We are going to go look down the traffic. Well, let's go speak to Dr. Goodnight. Let's do that one. Let's see the map. Looks like it's downstairs.
What floor would you like to visit? To the lobby we go.
To the lobby we go. Oh, the same guys. I see no reason to switch. Alright. Up there, huh? How do we get up there? Oh, they cleaned up the ballroom here. Oh, look at this. They got a little memorial to her. You know, I think I sold off.
My first appointment using AI.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
This seems like a workplace hazard. Slug. Yeah.
Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees. Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Maybe we shouldn't turn the stove on. Okay, we've been down there. Still looking at how to get upstairs. Okay. You know, I think it was BDB, and that reminds me of Buck Rogers. BDB.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these
my.
bottles.
Oh my. Separate head of Burbage 2000. Interesting. Still don't know how to get up there. Ah, there is the stairs.
Should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards.
There's the stairs.
to wash my hands, I swear. Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Why was the bathroom locked, dude? Case of emergency inspector.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
You have a laser head.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion. Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
You are a sick woman. That is not flattering, Helen. Purple berry. What is the thing saying? Concierge. What's the journal say? Why was the other shitter locked?
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access.
Thank you.
Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you. Ridiculous, ridiculous outfits.
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Slug Guards, Rizzo Ranger. So the baseball team. Oh, that's my teammate. Where are we going? Zeke Hannigan. Vending machines discovered. Purple berries on the bed. Somebody's got cards. Oh, look at all the purple berry stuff. All purple trim. Definitely a Rizzo's hotel, huh?
Easy.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Just break it in for the points. Look at that.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology. Oh, you wouldn't harm an old man at the end of his wits, would you? I'm confused, disoriented. I may have even soiled myself. Wait, if you're armed, that must mean you're not with the hotel staff. This is curious indeed. Who are you? How did you get in here? You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it.
Of course.
Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something, a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular.
Ew.
So I've heard. Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello. Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane.
This guy does talk a lot.
Picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignified. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor. None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect they deserve. Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it. Very well, then. Certainly. But one quick question
What's
before
that?
we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end? How awful. Whoever did this must have been quite heartless. Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids. I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. I'll answer whatever you wish. Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of. I suppose that is enough on that grim subject. Oh, have you now? Please do go on.
Okay.
Don't leave me in suspense. That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rock cut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched. I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels. You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
All right. Well, he's got stuff in there, but I don't want to steal it in front of them. Look at all the signed pictures. He puts little inspirational things on the wall. Except I think it says he's a two-bit hack. What? What in the actual F?
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Well, if it isn't sanitation and maintenance unit, are you operating at peak efficiency?
Initiating digital handshake. Greetings, Burbage-3001. By design, this SAM unit must simulate excitement when interfacing with customers, and/or potential customers, and/or associates of customers, and/or potential customers.
Now generating condescending dismissal. Well done, maintenance unit. This unit will have its people contact your people. Greetings, theater aficionado and/or dumbstruck fan. You are standing in the vicinity of Burbage 3001, the latest and therefore greatest automechanical actor ever designed. Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the aether. Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can
Slightly
do,
worse.
this unit can do slightly worse. Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice. Designated authority.
This is great,
This
great
unit
stuff. I
has
like it.
not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Interesting. He's got all these little hats. The Oxonian. He signed pictures of him. Why are there coolant tanks all over dude's nasty? He nasty. Let's see if we can talk to him about upgrading.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Yes, of course.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense. I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Did you kill the woman with freaking a robot man? If I pick these, he's gonna come talk to me probably. Should we talk to... Who are you, Zeke?
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you? Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know? Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them. What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blood honesty. I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport.
Nice.
We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off. No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know. What can I do for you? Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen. About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers. But now I'm all convalesced. Ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Okay, this one's open, so we can just...
Is that a woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel?
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club. Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Oh, look, it's cowboy hat. There's a cow here. We were in this one, right? No, Black Hole Birdie, okay.
Hotel rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. This one's real cozy.
You are a dirty man.
What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious. You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk? Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards. Yeah? Oric's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements.
Whole supplement.
Probably. I can never remember. I just know I trust Oric more than I do any sawbones. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options.
I like how
I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
the optionals here are like, you know, real foods and stuff.
People get worked up about this kind of thing is all. Not that my personal business should be any concern of theirs. Yeah? What do you want to know? What about her? Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each. I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know.
Don't want to drag
I
you
tried to
out,
understand, but I don't.
She's a spy.
Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together. What do you want to know?
I want to know nothing. I'm going to try breaking into those two rooms, I think. Maybe I should save it before I go breaking into two rooms. That is, you know, probably a good plan. Especially with these guard dudes here.
That's clever.
Gun. All these mag picks. Armor parts. Drugs. This one doesn't say like I'm stealing when I grab these, so probably some sort of
Done. Deft hands, Cap.
The full plaid, fall plaid collection. Business suit, night on the town, all the different clothings. Alrighty. What does the journal say we should do? Spencer Clemens points. Oh, we gotta go talk to the chef. Let's go down to the chef. We've pretty much done everything up here that we can.
What floor would you like to visit?
What floor would I like to visit? Lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have
You
to.
have strange hair, man.
Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation. You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
Of course I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh my lord, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Oh, there's a little here.
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? Well, I suppose that's as good a point as any I've heard. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Alright, let's go check out Constable Keene's I think we can end it after we do that. 40 minutes is probably long enough for one of these. Okay, they're normal. normal guests.
The profit of profitability of
I'm guessing somebody's gonna be dead, right? That's Bellhop Owens. Where's Constable Keene? A whole other way. Can I fast travel there? Yes. Deputy Wine Taster?
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments. Error. Unit designation no longer wine taster. Unit designation now deputy. While potential lethality of unit instrumentation bears towards 95%, violent utilization of equipment would void unit warranty. All Rizzo's constabularies must include at least one deputy constable among the pool of available Rizzo's employee candidates. This unit was considered the most competent. How may this unit be of service to you? All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe.
Nominal compulsory bribe.
Acceptable? Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest at a later date. Delivering footage. Thank you for your patronage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please submit the requisite request forms. Is there any other assistance this unit may provide? Checking logs. Error. Informational limitations found. 2. Reciting limitation 1. Do not tell users about constabulary rat infestation. We do not need to pay the health inspector's bribe. A third time limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations aloud, especially not to any of those void-damned snot-nosed guests, or I'll have you sold for parts.
Goodbye. Okay. I've gained data recording cartridges and something else, huh? Oh my. Who's the dead person in there? Purple berries. All the purple berry a man could want. And weapons just laying around.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
The needler thing, huh?
Yes, Inspector. These wounds and ammunition are consistent with the description of Halcyon Helen's signature weapon, the Needler. This unit's records show that the Needler was likely taken from Helen's belongings in the penthouse. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find this rat bastard's responsible, Inspector.
Oh, that's funny. A key card from the constable. Now, in our inventory, we should have, well, let's get our long guns up one. And I was one for persuade, one for there, and I got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Those are all even, so let's just stick another one in persuade. And we will apply. Yes. And we will go to perks. And plus 25% walk speed. Yes. All right, now, I was going to, I mean, we're going to go through the stuff, but there was also something else I kind of wanted to do. Oh, let's repair all our stuff. Yes. Now, the journal. No, inventory. That's the junk. Quest items. Geothermal passcode. Holographic shroud. No. Data cartridge. Redacted message records on Burberton. Mission to tamper with the systems and erase any record and all. Okay, so that's that. And this one. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say things to the chef, who turns away. Oh, so Spencer did the poisoning and Burbage was interesting. So we'll have to go check out this Owens guy. This is looking like everybody is in on this murder here, you know, and they're killing off anybody who even finds out like a little bit. Anyway, that is enough for now. I think we've, this is getting to be one of the longer side quests. I thought we'd be done in one episode. I guess it's going to be a little longer. We'll do it next time. We're getting through this murder in Eridanos. I'm thinking that the robot was used to kill Helen, and I'm betting the administrator is somehow involved in that, because it's just like he's the one who tampered with the robot. So I'm thinking that is who I'm going to accuse at the end, but we'll find out more as we investigate more of the stuff. I may Google it just to be sure, because I don't want to get it wrong anyway. But that's what it's kind of looking like right now. If you guys want to see more of this, we're going to get through this DLC soon, and we'll move on to the main game. And I think that's a pretty straight shot through the rest of the game, though we still are missing a companion. I don't know who that is. We're missing one companion. I don't know how we missed him, but maybe it's on this last planet. We'll get that done and then move on to another game. If there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium you're interested in, write that in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys all next time.